We're back.
It's that time of day.
You already know what it is. Before we get started, welcome to the Shakin' It podcast.
Yes, sir.
It's Gilleon, sir.
And King Sully. But y'all already knew that.
And we got a special guest today. The Toronto sports demon.
Super fan.
The only super fan we acknowledge for the Toronto Raptors.
Yes, sir.
Please introduce yourself.
Dashawn Stevens.
You already know who it is, man. You already know who it is.
Let's go.
Yes, sir.
First of all, we just want to thank you for taking the time out of your day to pull up, man.
Always.
Really
Thank you.
appreciate you, bro.
Thank you, sir. Yes, sir.
It's about to be a movie today, man. All the Canadian sports fans out there,
Mm-hmm.
this is the episode for you.
Real shit.
For real.
I hope so.
We're about to get to the nitty gritty today. We're about to get to the nitty gritty, man.
Yeah, man. We'll tell him, man. Well, Bill Russell, he'll beat me in basketball. You know? So we'll continue on with that combo, you know, in terms of ball.
So,
Yeah, man.
it's a lot of shakiness in the world nowadays.
Big facts, man.
A lot of shakiness.
Big facts.
I don't know if you agree. Maybe, maybe life's good for you,
Life's okay for me.
Life's good?
Life's okay. No complaints so far.
Nothing really shaking it nowadays
For me, like in my life,
in your life.
nothing's shaking it. But for other people in their lives and what I see going on, there's a lot shaking it.
Okay.
But we gonna get there
Okay.
eventually. You feel me?
Real shit.
All right, we'll save that. We'll save the segment for the end.
Yeah.
So now we'll get
Sounds
started with Dashawn. Please, give us a little introduction. Tell us what you do, and then we'll go from there.
But Jiggle.
Fuck your fucking shit.
Oh my
Yeah, I was
God!
gonna say, Jiggle. They're like,
Once
wait,
again, guys, I hate doing this part, man.
rewind.
Like, comment, subscribe, YouTube,
Yes.
Shaking a Podcast. You know what it is.
Come on.
Mhm.
TikTok, Shaking a Podcast.
We're
You know
chilling
what the
on
fuck
TikTok.
it is.
Across
We're
the
doing well.
screen. Across the screen right now, please.
Oh, man.
Instagram. Instagram, man, y'all need to start following that. How
What's
do I
going
have more
on,
people
man?
on my personal that I barely fucking use? Come on, bro. Follow the podcast. Come on.
Gosh.
And what else are we on? Watch the
We had
YouTube
the
shorts,
shorts,
man.
yeah.
Y'all need to start watching those ones. We're shaking it.
Just
on
like,
those
comment,
views, bro.
subscribe. It's easy. We've been telling y'all. It takes 5 seconds. And best of luck.
Like y'all want me to get on my knees and beg? Seriously, like this
We
is
need
where we're
y'all.
going right now.
We
I
need y'all.
said it too many times.
Facts.
I'm not
We
gonna
need
say
y'all.
it again. Maybe I'll say it at the end. And lastly, Spotify and Apple Podcasts. We are there as well.
Oh, we're booming on that.
Run it up there,
Real shit.
please. We're here right now.
I just want to say real talk. If you're watching this right now, but you're not subscribed, you're not following, you're not
Mhm.
liking, you're not sharing, what are you really doing?
Listen
Real
to our
shit.
What are
boy.
you really doing? Be real with yourself. Come on now.
You know you
Yeah.
like it, man.
Support.
Just come support.
Oh, man.
Hi, y'all. Now that bullshit's out the way.
Fast forward to the real, the nitty gritty, right?
Let's get to the real right now,
Yes, sir.
please.
Okay,
Go ahead.
okay. So,
Yes, sir.
my name's Dashawn Stevens from right here in Toronto.
I rate it.
Damn, what do? I do a
Mm.
lot. During the daytime, I work for MLSC. I'm a corporate accounts manager. I've been there since November. And by night, I'm an entrepreneur.
I rate it.
Yeah, graduate of University of Waterloo. Graduated this past weekend. Yes, sir.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Snaps for our boy,
Thank you.
dog.
Thank you.
We love to see the brothers graduate,
Real
man.
shit.
We love to
Real
see
shit.
that.
I
shit.
rate that.
Graduated this past
rate
weekend.
that.
I graduated back in 2020. Obviously, y'all know what happened over the last 2 years.
Scam
got it done this
damage.
Scamdemic.
Got it done this past weekend. My mom got to see me walk across the stage, which I think is like the most beautiful
Yeah,
thing. You
that's
see
a
what I'm
big
saying? So I
feeling.
did it for the moms. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, that's a little bit about me. I do a lot, man. I do a lot. But
I rate
you
it,
know,
man.
MLSC by day, entrepreneur by night.
Okay, bro. So, make sure you don't say anything that'll get you fucked up.
Incriminating.
You got a high profile job, man. Don't say anything crazy. Because, we can't help you. We can't help
Nah,
you.
we already talked about it, you already know. So
Real shit.
I got things I can talk about, things I can't talk about, things I can't say, things I can't say. But I'll be real. I'll keep it real.
That's
So,
all that we need.
How did y'all meet, though? How did this whole thing even come to be? you know?
Okay, like I said, don't laugh.
Okay. I'll try not to.
All right, y'all had Courtney Park last week on your episode.
Oh, we did.
Oh, I believe it was Courtney Parker.
Courtney Park, right?
Oh, yeah. No relation to Jabari Parker.
But no, I met Gilleon at Camp Ozanam.
Okay.
Back in, what was it, 2013?
2013.
There you go. So 9 years ago.
CIT vibes, eh?
Oh no, I wasn't a CIT. I was a counselor. Gilleon was a counselor as well. He was too old to be a CIT.
Oh, fair. Okay.
So yeah, that's where I met Gilleon 9 years ago.
9 years ago.
Crazy.
And we still cool to this day.
That's sick. I rate that.
Yeah.
That's proper,
So,
man.
you never know where your people are gonna end up,
Yeah,
guys.
man. Real shit.
Try not to be dickheads to good people, man. That's all I gotta say. You never know when your man's gonna be an account manager.
Chill out.
I'm playing.
No, but real talk though. That's real though. You know what I'm saying? Treat everyone the way you want to be treated. You see what I'm
That's
saying?
it, man.
Yeah,
It's
man.
as simple as that.
Yeah, simple as that.
I agree, man.
You know, but I want to talk a little bit about Camp Ozanam because I feel
Let's do
like
it.
when Courtney came on the episode, he didn't do his description justice of the camp. You know what I'm
You
saying?
hear that, Courtney? You're lying.
You hear that, Courtney? You didn't do this.
Courtney,
you
you're
didn't do
lying.
the camp justice with your description.
Okay.
But anyways, essentially, at the time, so Camp Ozanam was a camp located in Aurora, Ontario, and basically it was an all boys camp, and the boys that go there are youth from throughout the GTA who are from low income areas or at risk areas or at risk situations. So they get the experience of going up there for a week, and they basically get that like out of city experience that you normally never really get unless you're like a rich child growing up in a rich family, right?
Yes,
You know,
sir.
so getting to be like, you know, sleeping in tents or sleeping in cabins, you know, getting to go canoeing, you know, getting to go like be in an actual clean swimming pool, whatever. People you know what I'm saying? You know,
Yeah, no,
for real.
this is the description.
You know,
Yeah, you're right.
getting to do activities such as
Yeah.
like archery or like, you know,
Canoeing, and all
canoeing,
those, yeah.
kayaking, building stuff in wood shop, you know,
Mhm.
making arts and crafts, all that stuff.
Okay.
Right? They really get taken care of. Then they get fed well. You see what I'm saying? So
the food was blessed. I
yeah,
can't lie.
the food was really
Jeez.
blessed.
Food was blessed.
So for me, how I got into that was I started going there when I was a youth, when I was like 6 years old. So I grew up in the Weston area, currently live in Jane and Finch. So obviously low income area. My mom would send me there every summer
Mhm.
to kind of like get away. And yeah, I was there from ages 6 through 13. And then I started working there when I was 14. And I met this guy when I was like 16.
Jeez.
But yeah, so that's a little bit about Camp Ozanam. It's a great place. It's a great place that like has changed a lot of lives. A lot of great people have come out of there, such as this man himself, right? And yeah, I think that's a better description.
What about our boy Courtney?
No, and Courtney too. Yeah,
Okay,
no,
okay.
Real
you know,
ones, man.
Gilleon,
Of
Courtney,
course, yeah,
you know,
for sure.
Jesse, Chu. You talk about all these people, right? There's a lot of Michael Nuga, who just finished
big
playing
thing.
Division I basketball.
Oh, he came from the same
He
camp.
came from
the
Oh,
same
that's
camp.
dope.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah, man.
yeah,
Nice,
so
nice.
a lot of great people have come
Yeah,
out of there,
for
man.
sure.
So yeah,
I rate
Shout
that,
out
man.
Camp OZ, man.
shout out
Yes,
OZ.
sir.
I'm there forever, man. Never forget that.
Real
Good
talk.
times, bro. For real. Real good
talk.
times.
Real
there.
talk, man.
So yeah, let's get into your sports, bro.
What
So-
about
Did you start off as an athlete? Because I don't know if the people really know your journey. So did you start off as an athlete, and then did you move into, I don't want to say the corporate world, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so basically, like everyone else, athlete in high school. I played every single sport, but I always wanted to play football when I was in high school. My high school never had a football team, but I was obsessed with the sport,
Yeah.
right? So yeah, my dream was to like, damn, like everyone in my family has been an athlete. Like my closest older brother was a track runner, and he grew up in Jamaica, and he got so many scholarships to go to the States and do this and do that. And so my thing was like, yo, I want to do the exact same thing.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? So, but I want to do it through football.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, high school never had a football team, so I spent 4 years working out, always thinking there'll be a football team the next year, playing different sports, doing all that stuff, hoping there'll be a football team. There was no football team. Going into grade 12, I started playing summer football, Toronto Junior Argonauts, which is just like a summer football team here in the city. I played for literally like 2-3 months going into grade 12, knowing that like if I want to get like a scholarship opportunity, this is my opportunity right here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say this: I wasn't that sick of a football player when I first started, but I was fortunate enough to make a good enough impression to get a few Canadian scholarship looks from some schools in Canada. So like York, University of Ottawa, and University of Waterloo.
Mm-hmm.
And then eventually ended up accepting an offer to University of Waterloo to play football there.
So
Yeah,
you started playing, like you started legitimately playing football in grade 12.
yeah,
Isn't that late?
Yeah, that's
And you
pretty
still
late,
got
yeah.
looks.
yeah. So I
Regardless of that.
started playing football in August of 2014.
Mm-hmm.
And then by December 2014, I got my first looks.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's wild, bro.
Yeah.
Which position did you play?
Yeah. I was a receiver.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you
So
run the
he's just
routes
mad
and just
athletic,
try to
bro.
juke mans and you
Yeah.
grab the ball. Yeah.
I would just run routes.
That's nice, man.
You know, my hands were pretty decent because I worked out so much. Like I was pretty strong for that age, so I was a really good blocker. You see what I'm saying? That's really
Okay.
important. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, I did a lot of the dirty work that like not a lot of people like to do, right?
Mhm.
Not a lot of like the glamour stuff. So
Yeah, of course.
that's what really attracted coaches.
Okay, that's wild. Damn, bro. You
Yeah.
got looks in
4 months.
Yeah.
4 or 5
basically
months,
4 or
yeah.
5 months.
Yeah.
All
That's
right.
cool.
Pretty
So
sick, yeah.
okay.
That's dope, man.
And then from there, did you pick any of those scholarships?
Yeah, and then I went to Waterloo.
So you picked the Waterloo
Yeah,
one.
I picked the
Okay.
Waterloo one, and the reason why I picked Waterloo is because I wanted to go away from home. It wasn't too far away from home, right? It was just one go bus away.
Mm-hmm.
But then also the academics were crazy, like super crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like they sold it to me as like you're going to like a school that's on like the same level as like a Yale or a
Interesting.
Stanford. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Is that facts, or did they sell you the dream?
I think, you know what, from academic prestige, like
Mhm.
I think going to Waterloo is up there. Right?
Okay.
It's up there. It's up there with like the U of T's of the world, the McGills of the world.
Interesting.
Right, so if you have a Waterloo degree, like it's that's what it's seen as, right? But then at the end of the day, you don't really learn much. All university experience is the same. You don't really learn much, in my opinion. It's a scam, right?
Yeah. Big
It's
facts.
a
So you
scam.
heard it here first, yo.
Yeah.
University's a scam.
Scam them.
Yeah. So
Shit.
yeah, I don't remember anything I learned from university. So
Mhm. What did you study? What was your like your undergrad or whatever?
I majored in business and communications.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bless. Black professionals, bro.
Yeah.
Real shit.
Appreciate that.
I rate it.
Love to see it.
For the
For
culture,
For
for
sure.
real.
For real, bro. So, how was football at Waterloo for you?
It was tough. My career started on a really, really bad note because in August of 2015, going into my first year,
Mhm.
while I was at Campos,
Oh, my bad.
he knows the story.
Okay.
yeah.
So basically, so normally counselors go for 1 month. I had to go for 1 week because I was going into training camp the next week, early August. So I was at Camp Ozenam, and we were doing this activity, and I was just catching balls, like, pause. But but literally, I jumped to
Yeah.
catch a ball. I landed awkwardly, and I broke my leg, like
Oh no. So it shattered. Like it just broke.
Paul
Oh,
George.
man. Oh,
Paul
man.
George, Kevin Ware.
Paul George, Kevin
Oh.
Ware, yeah.
That's not.
Snap.
That's bad,
Yeah,
fam.
so I broke-
I remember that.
Yeah.
I wasn't there for it, but I remember hearing about it. I was so sad.
Yeah, so I broke my tibia and fibula. So the tibia is the shin bone,
The shin bone, yeah.
the biggest like
Yeah,
weight bearing
this whole
bone.
thing,
Yeah,
right there.
and the tibia is the small bone in the back. I broke both of those clean, and
oh no.
yeah, went to the hospital and had to get surgery, and I had to get a rod and 4 screws in my leg, and so like
Wow.
that basically took me off my entire like first year of university. I couldn't play football. Like for the first year, I was rehabbing. I moved into university on crutches, right? Still recovering off surgery.
Mhm.
You know, taking like what those painkillers, right?
Yeah, man.
You know, and then obviously like trying to adjust to university life, right?
Mhm.
And on top of that, I lived in residence. I lived on the 3rd floor, and there was no elevator. So
Shaking it.
Right.
Yo, that's
yeah,
hell.
I was shaking it back then.
Real
right?
shaking
I
it
was
bad.
shaking it for real.
Yeah.
So my football career in university didn't really start off the best.
Mm-hmm.
I started off with a major injury. So yeah, first year rehabbing, all that stuff. Second year, I never could really like get back to the form I was, where
Before
like
the injury.
where I was able to like get a look in 4 months. I was never able to
Mhm.
get back to that like
Damn.
real form. So yeah, my second year, my third year weren't the best, and then eventually I switched positions. I switched from receiver to defensive back. Receiver is a really like athletic movement heavy position because you're
Yeah.
running.
You have to be quick,
You have,
yeah.
you have to be quick.
You
You're
gotta
doing
be
all
able
that
to
stuff.
run, jump,
Yeah,
Your hands
Ball,
have to be
jump,
everywhere.
all that
yeah.
stuff.
catch,
Yeah.
coordination, everything has to
Yeah.
be on point.
yeah.
It's
But
true.
when I switched to defensive back,
Mhm.
defensive back is more of a patient position where you can stand there, observe, right, watch,
Right.
and then react, right? Very little movement, right? And so for me, being a student of the game and being someone who like knew the game inside out and knew how to study players, knew how to watch film, knew how to catch on to certain tendencies, and then also being a former receiver myself,
Mhm.
right, and understanding tendencies and all that stuff and tricks and all that stuff.
Right.
For me to make the switch to DB made a lot more sense because it was less movement heavy for me, right, and more
Mental,
IQ.
More
yeah.
thinking.
Exactly.
Yeah, more thinking based.
right?
Yeah.
And then for being someone that stayed in shape all 4 years, it was like, okay, good, you're good to go. So when I made that switch, I wasn't the best at first, but then I caught on real quick. And then by the time by the time we came back for training camp that next year, when I was going to my 4th year, I was killing people. I was catching picks. I was putting people on the ass. Like I was doing a good job, man. I was pretty good. So I really found my groove when I switched to DB. Yeah,
I rate it, man. I rate it.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Sure, it's crazy, bro. It's just crazy when you look back and you're like, damn, for an athlete, an injury is so fucking.
Yeah, that's the worst.
It'll take you out just like that. You're done.
Yeah.
And then it's like, what next? But I think it's good that you were also thinking of the academics.
Yeah.
Because I feel like not everyone goes into, like, when they get a scholarship for athletics, they're like, fuck school, bro.
They don't necessarily prioritize it. Yeah.
Here's the thing. In Canada, scholarships are not full in Ontario.
Interesting.
In Ontario specifically.
Ooh,
What the hell is that?
And that's
messed
tough.
up,
That's
yeah.
tough. That's tough, right? And the thing is because in Canada, schools don't invest as much money into academics when compared to schools in the States who invest billions into athletics,
Yeah.
right? So in the States, the full scholarship is like the bare minimum, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like the
that's
standard, right?
Interesting, yeah.
Whereas in Canada,
It's
right,
kind of a big deal.
if you get a full scholarship,
Yeah.
like you'll get a full scholarship, like kind of like in different provinces. Like if you go to like a school in like Nova Scotia, they'll offer you a full scholarship. But it's like, oh, you're going to school in Nova Scotia.
Yeah, like who's over
Who
there?
the hell wants
Right?
to go there?
You can
No
get
disrespect.
exactly. No disrespect, real talk. You can get a guy from Toronto, like trying to go to Nova Scotia.
no
It's
way.
tough,
Yeah, that's
right?
true.
You can get a full scholarship if you go to a school in Saskatchewan, right?
But again,
as an athlete, but again,
Saskatchewan.
right? It's tough. It's a big move for someone from like the GTA,
Yeah.
right? So, but yeah, like in Ontario specifically, they don't get full scholarships. So that's like kind of the down part. And so like entering university, you can't have that mindset of like, yo, I'm an athlete. I'm getting my like scholarship, right? F school, because you got to know like, damn, I ain't even getting the full thing. Right? I still got to be taking out some OSAP money. I still got to be paying a little bit of tuition here and there.
Interesting, yeah.
Right? And so, like, you got to take academics seriously. You have to.
But it's interesting because for most of the athletes that I know that were just all about that, like, all about the athletics, I never knew that they weren't getting a full scholarship. This is news to me now.
If they in Canada,
yeah,
they're most likely we're not getting a full scholarship if they are in Canada.
Damn, bro.
So if you know someone that played university sport, even specifically in Ontario,
right,
at a university in Ontario, college in Ontario, they were not getting a full scholarship. I guarantee you that, for sure. If they were playing like out east, they might have gotten a full one. If they were playing somewhere in the prairies, prairies or something like that, or on the West Coast, they might have gotten a full one.
But that's a might.
That's a might, right? Quebec might, but if they were in Ontario, they were not getting a full 100%. They lied to you. Yeah.
Fuck y'all. Whoever lied to me, fuck y'all, bro.
No,
we know the truth.
But hold on though.
Yeah.
But still, shout outs to them because the athlete life is hard.
Oh,
and for them to get
of
the
course,
look,
of course, is already impressive.
It's already impressive
because
remember, coming out of high school, less than 10% of athletes actually go on to play university sports.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying?
So
the fact that they were in that 10%, shout outs to them. It's not their fault that they didn't get the full scholarship. They deserve the full scholarship, in my opinion, because the work ethic that they put in is just as much as those D1 athletes, just as much as some of those pro athletes, just as much as a full-time job. It's on their schools for underpaying them. You see what I'm saying? So shout outs to them. They deserve that full scholarship. And
fuck
more.
the schools. Y'all are snaking, man.
Scamming, mans.
Y'all are scamming, mans, y'all. But I do understand that, the athletics programs in the States, for example, bro, they have so much more funding.
Like Duke University,
it's a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Duke is like the standard,
they're
like
top
tier.
Yeah,
the top of the top.
Yeah, so.
But why do you think that the money just doesn't go to the athletics here? Like, what would be the reason? Why do you think there's such a difference? I actually don't, I'm trying to think of why. Because even, look at the Olympics, bro. We don't have
we don't win
the biggest representation for Canada there.
Not really.
We, in the winter, we go crazy there.
Yeah.
But, Summer Olympics, it's...
Well, shout out Andre DeGrasse, right?
Yeah, shout out to him, but that's the only man I can think of.
Yeah. Shout out Andre DeGrasse, right?
There's one more guy.
Hold on. Shout out Canada women's basketball. Okay. They won their thing in the Olympics.
Yeah, that's true.
Shout out Canada women's soccer because I'm pretty sure
they won
gold.
They won,
did just
yeah.
win,
right?
Yeah.
And then yo,
So it's there, yeah.
up and coming. Shout outs Canada men's soccer.
Men's soccer.
Yes.
Yeah.
We
Because
actually
gonna
made
be
it.
up there. Yeah, we gonna be
Yeah.
up there.
We're in the
Canada
you're right.
men's basketball. We waiting for y'all. Y'all need to step it up.
I don't
There's
know,
no
man.
reason why y'all should have not qualified for the last Olympics, right? Y'all got, I mean, coming up in next
Mhm.
Olympics. Hopefully, we're gonna have mans like Jamal Murray. We're gonna have mans like Andrew Wiggins, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, right?
Mhm.
I mean, Tristan Thompson, I guess,
I guess. Yeah.
he can contribute here and there,
Right.
right? But
Yeah.
for the country, for the basketball, yeah. But for the basketball country
Yeah,
that Canada
That's true.
is, right? We should be top tier all across the board, both women's and men's.
I agree.
You see what I'm saying? So, but shout out to all those sports, right?
Shout out to
Big
them.
facts.
But back to your question about like why don't universities invest as much into athletics here? It's tough. It's tough, right? I think it just starts with monetization, and I think like the listen, at the end of the day, for any business, the only way you can pay your employees is if you monetize your product. You monetize your
Facts.
product, and you can bring in money. You bring in money, you can pay yourself, and you can pay your employees, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think schools here in Canada need to learn a better way of shifting the culture around their sports product and how people perceive their sports product to make it more attractive to the casual viewer or the buyer.
So
Mhm.
people could actually start spending the money.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. And people, I always get into these conversations with people, and they say like, "Oh, like yo, like that's not possible. Like if you watch a Canadian university football game, it doesn't even look good on TV. If you go to
Interesting.
a
Yeah.
Canadian university basketball game, there's not a lot of people there. It doesn't look good. This and that. It doesn't look like how it looks in the States." Well, then I say, hold up. Look at the CEBL, right?
Yeah.
Canadian Elite Basketball League. For those who don't know what that is, that's the league that J. Cole signed to, right? That's the better way to put it.
That's-
Yeah. That's all
Yeah,
done
but
with the
take in,
casuals. Yeah.
It took a man like J. Cole to sign there for people that start paying attention.
But hold on. How do you think J. Cole learned about the league? Because remember, J. Cole brought his brand to the league, right? How do you think he learned about it? How do you think he said to himself, I want to be a part of this? How do you think he said to himself, this is cool. I want to come here out of all professional leagues in the
Interesting.
world
Someone had to reach out to him, no?
and be a part of this,
Yeah.
right? How you think that happened?
Did someone reach out?
No, man. He looked at the brand.
Mm.
He looked at the brand that they're pushing.
So
he looked,
he rocked with it, and then he just
he looked at the brand that they're
switch.
pushing, the culture that they're pushing. Now hold up though.
Interesting.
Scarborough Shooting Stars now, with all due respect, is owned by OVO Nico, who's one of the founders of OVO.
Mhm.
So there's some OVO ties there, right?
Drake
that could've-
ties, of
exactly,
course.
that could have brought in J. Cole.
Yeah.
But even to have like an OVO man want to be a part of the league, how do you think that happened, right? It's like it's the way that they present their product. It's the way that they present it to the audience to make people say, yo, this looks cool. I want to be a part of this, right? If you watch a CEBL basketball game, if you watch a Scarborough Shooting Stars basketball game, right?
Mm-hmm.
It actually doesn't look that good on TV, right? Like I challenge you to watch a Scarborough Shooting Stars basketball game one day, like on the broadcast. It doesn't look high budget. It looks kind of more on the low budget end, right?
Like a man's using an iPhone 12.
Like the camera's kind of grainy,
Yeah.
Mm.
right? The audio isn't that clear,
Yeah.
right? It cuts out every now and then,
Interesting.
right? But when you go on their social media, right? When you go on CBL social media, Scarborough Shooting Star social media, you look at what they're pushing, you'd be like, oh my gosh, is this the NBA?
Oh, because it's booming.
Because they know
Interesting.
how to present
Market,
their
yeah.
Their
product
marketing
properly.
is
marketing
Pretty
is
good.
key.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And so I think that's the culture now that we got to bring to university sports here in Canada. University sports they're not on that yet. You see what I'm saying?
not at all.
So I think that's what it's about.
Interesting.
Yeah. Long answer, but I think that's what it's about.
Fuck. This guy's boggling my mind right
Yeah,
now.
it's a lot to process. Yeah, he's
It is
right,
a lot
though.
to process, bro. Damn, bro. Okay.
Hold on, just for there you go. That's the first thing where people are shaking it right there.
Yeah.
Marketing.
Marketing.
There you go. People are
He's
shaking it
right.
right there in
He's
the
right.
marketing department. That's where people are shaking it.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That's number one.
That's number one of the shaking a segment.
Yeah, let's
Number
keep rolling
one.
now.
We're going to keep it
Marketing.
rolling.
Poor marketers out here.
All right. CEBL.
Yeah.
What are there any other like higher competition based leagues in the city or in Canada that you know about?
CBL is the top pro basketball league in Canada right now.
So they're paying their players.
They're paying their players.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And the equivalent for football is obviously the CFL.
The
That's the high-
CFL, which
okay,
is which has been around a lot longer,
Yeah,
right?
way longer, yeah.
Players definitely get paid a lot more in the
Mhm.
CFL
Right.
than the CEBL, right?
Yeah.
But then again, in both leagues, I think like you're not really making much, right? Like I think in the CFL, starting salary right now is around $60,000,
Interesting.
which is actually not that good, right? If you're taking in that
It's tough.
you're bashing in your head every single week,
Exactly.
Yeah.
and could end up with a like a life altering injury,
Mhm.
Yeah.
right? And then the CBL is probably lower. I think they get I think the highest player gets paid around like 2,000 per game in the CBL, right? And if you think about that 14-game season, 2,000, it's like what, like 28
28,000.
28,000 a year. Yeah, but for the highest paid player.
Yeah.
Well, that means
You still gotta work.
Sometimes you're making like 8,000 a year. It's not worth it.
No, but it's
Yeah.
it's worth it in the sense that like it's all about passion, right? And I think
That's
like,
true.
You know what I'm saying? And you never know where things could lead you, right? And sometimes that opportunity that might not seem the most attractive can be the opportunity that gives you that breakthrough in life that you've been looking for.
That's true.
So you look at the CBL, there's some mans there. They had 5 guys last year who went on to play in the NBA this past season
From the
Interesting.
CEBL?
from the CEBL.
Interesting.
Yeah.
10-day
I didn't know that.
contracts.
Couple 10-day
Yeah,
contracts.
And then
Yeah.
they probably liked him from there.
And
yeah,
then there was a couple
interesting.
guys that got signed to the main roster. I know there's one guy,
Say word.
his name's Xavier Moon. He was the MVP of the CBL, and now he's on the LA Clippers roster with Kawhi, with Paul George, with Norm
yeah.
Powell, with Serge
Exactly.
Ibaka, with Ty Lue as the head coach.
Say word.
You know, going to be like challenging
Yeah.
for a championship next season, right?
That's true.
There's a CBL man on that roster. It's cool.
Interesting.
It's cool. But the breakthrough was going to
Yeah.
the CBL
Mm-hmm.
and taking that lower salary
Just for that exposure.
just for that exposure.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
And then obviously with the passion, drive, you combine those things and you can elevate.
Exactly.
Interesting, man.
Yeah.
Pro.
Man, shook.
Yeah, he shook. Yeah.
I should have been an athlete, man.
It's not too late, man.
It is. Oh, it's way. Do you think it's okay?
He
I
said,
think
"It
it's too
is.
late.
It
Hold on.
is."
Wait.
But we'll
what's
get to
For
that.
me to be a professional basketball player.
Now He's trying to be optimistic with the answer.
No. Hold on. What are you, 26?
25. Turning 26 though.
Okay. You turned 26 in what, August?
October.
October?
This guy doesn't know my birthday.
So wait, why was your birthday party in August?
It was in October. It was
No, it
October
wasn't.
17th to be exact.
Really? Oh,
Yeah,
damn.
no,
I
it
guess
was
I
in-
don't,
it
I
was
don't
in
know.
October.
Damn,
It was
I was
warm
there.
though. It was warm. Yo, he was literally there.
I was there.
But it was warm. Like it was warm.
Maybe that's why I thought.
I think that's why.
I thought. That's embarrassing. Yo, cut that out the episode.
Nah. That should
Yeah.
stay in there.
That's the second
Okay.
shaking
That's
his
me-
segment of the
That's
day.
me shaking it, not knowing my friend's birthday. That's crazy. But
That's funny.
all right, you're 25, turning 26. To be a professional basketball player.
With bad knees. Let me put that out there too.
Ooh.
Bad
well,
knees.
what do you mean by bad knees? Like you tore ligaments in there or what? Or it just hurts?
Just
Nah,
tell him
I
what it is.
did-
He got the knock knees.
I actually don't
Every
know.
time he walks, he knocks his knees.
Yo, we played ball the other day. I went up to dunk.
Nah, well,
I was done.
yo, well, listen, like
Oh my god.
that's about. Well, then you gotta rehab your body,
Yeah.
right?
That's
Like,
facts.
have you ever actually put like full effort into
No.
like exactly? There
You
you
don't
go.
even have to finish
There
the
you go.
sentence. No.
So
There
he
you
knew.
go.
Oh,
He
of
knew.
course.
If you put forth your full effort
Yeah.
into getting your body right for like 1 year, like you never know what could happen. And most people don't even know what their full potential is because they
True.
never actually do that,
That's true.
right? But if you do that, like
It's not
who
even
knows?
just for athletics. It's in life.
Yeah,
For
like
life,
if you,
yeah.
like yeah, if you like, let's say you want to be a professional basketball player. If you go 1 year, right, eat clean.
Mhm.
Let's say maybe like 1-2 cheat meals per month, right? Eat clean, drink a lot of water,
Yeah.
stretch regularly, do some hot yoga, do your lifting, follow a plan, do your cardio.
Mhm.
It's a lot, right? And then let's say like 4 to 5 times a week you're in the gym, putting up shots, working on your handles, right? Working on your moves, right? Like doing your vert, all that stuff.
Everything.
Who's to say you can't, get a look and show up to an NBA G League tryout?
You like that, man? He
I like that,
He like
bro.
that
Who's to say?
positivity, Yeah.
Who's to say you can't now? And then let's say now at the end of that 1 year, you show up to a Raptors 905 tryout,
Mm-hmm.
costs like $500.
It's $5, yes.
Yeah.
I remember.
Show up, and then you're there. You're there, and it's fair game, bro. And it's now can
And
you
if I
beat-
don't make it
and
that
it's-
year,
and it's like, can you beat the person in front of you? And if you beat that first guy, it's like, oh, okay, I beat the first guy. You beat the second guy. Oh, okay, I beat
Yep.
the second guy. Okay, I give a dish a nice dime. Oh, okay, I
Interesting.
finished on that fast break. okay, I'm making my teammates look good, right?
Yeah.
The work
Mhm.
prepared you, right? But now, based on that description, do you think you can make it as a professional basketball player now, based on what I just described to you?
As of right now?
No,
Or
if you
I
did
the
all
work?
that,
It sounds possible now.
there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. 5 minutes ago,
It does sound possible.
5 minutes ago, if I'd asked you, do you think you could be a professional basketball player, what would you have
he
said?
It would have been a
off.
hell no.
Exactly.
He wrote it off.
There you
Yeah,
go.
it would've
But it's
been
all
done.
about up here, right? It's all about up here, consistency. Consistency is the heart of perfection.
That was proper.
That was fucking beautiful.
That
There
was
you go,
beautiful,
fam.
yeah.
That was fucking
Be
beautiful.
consistent, bro. Make a plan, be consistent. Write a
Rate it.
contract with yourself and follow it. Don't break it. And then you know what? At the end
Mhm.
of everything,
If I don't make it,
if you don't make it,
I
at least
jump
hold on.
off of it.
No, hold on. If you
Just
don't
come back to this, come back to the episode
No.
and be like, this guy was wrong.
No, hold on.
Oh man.
If you don't make it,
Yeah.
if you don't make it, right? At least you're Debo. At least you're Debo.
My conditioning's
Your
good.
conditioning's
Yeah.
up.
I look
Mhm.
sick.
You look
Yeah,
sick.
That's true.
You can show up to any local YMCA and whoop a man.
You can
Yup.
whoop a man still.
But then on top of that now, you could reach out to 905 and say, you know what, can I get that film of that tryout
Mm-hmm.
and send it to a CBL team?
Mm.
Or send
Options.
it to a team overseas.
Options.
Because
Yep.
there's other leagues, right? And then see what happens, man.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Just because you're not in the NBA doesn't mean you're not nice. So I just
Oh,
took in, bro.
we know about that, yeah. Last couple episodes.
Yeah.
With our boy Boros.
Yeah, bro.
That's good, man. Just follow a plan. That's
That
the
was
main thing.
that was beautifully said,
Yeah.
by the way. That was actually beautiful.
Now, hold up, down. Now, I ain't saying I always do that. Now, sometimes I'll make a plan and I'll break that.
Oh, of course,
I'll
man.
break that in a
we
week,
human,
you know what I'm
man. We
saying?
human.
Yeah,
we
that's human
human.
nature.
That's
yeah.
human
That's
nature,
human
right?
nature, yeah, I
But
agree.
But if you
human,
put
man.
forth your best foot and
Mhm.
just try. Just try. You know what I'm saying?
It's the Mamba mentality, man.
Exactly.
I mean, that's kind of what we're doing with this podcast, man.
There you go. You're putting your
That's
best
kind of
foot
what we're
forward.
doing. We're trying
Gotta
our best.
grind it out,
Yeah,
man.
I
Just
remember
grind
you've
it
been
out,
talking to me
slow and
about this
steady,
for a
man.
couple years, bro.
Hey,
And I
man.
remember when you first got the mic on your birthday, which was in October, right?
He gets points for that now, yeah?
Yeah, there you
Yes,
go.
sir.
There
Nah,
you
it's
go.
too late now, buddy. It's too late now.
I remember you said you got the mic podcast. First thing you did, you
Yeah.
looked at me, you said, "Yo, podcast." The mic in your
Jeez.
hand. I said, "Okay, it's coming to fruition."
Real shit.
There you go. You had a dream, and now look where you are.
Shit, and my dream was to have you on too, and here we are, bro. Here we are.
There you go.
Here we are. So one thing so new topic now, bro.
Okay.
This is what I wanted to ask from the jump, man.
Jeez.
NBA,
Yeah,
you're a big fan, you would say so, correct?
yeah, I'll say so.
Where were you when the Raptors won the chip 3 years ago, 2019?
Yo, I just want to say this right here, this shirt. When, all right, well, I was gonna say where I was. I was in Jurassic Park. I was in Jurassic Park,
Wow.
the center of the universe at the time. Yes. Right.
That is true.
Drake was on stage with Baka. Baka. Baka, not
Baka.
nice.
yeah.
And Drake was like tossing out shirts, these shirts, out of a box,
Oh, the OVO ones?
the OVO ones.
I didn't know he was tossing them out of the box.
He was tossing them. That's how they first made their debut. People think they first made their debut like when they went on
I
sale.
thought it was on the store at the stores.
Exactly. No,
No.
they first made their
Raptors.
debut when he was tossing them out the box. And this is one of the shirts Drake tossed out the box.
Bro,
Yeah.
you were at Jurassic Park. You're the real super fan. Like I'm not lying, guys. Like shout out to what's his name now?
Nav Bahatia.
Shout out to that guy. But yo, this man doesn't have the capital that man has. This
Yes,
man
yes,
has
yes.
to take.
Not
Yeah,
yet.
yes.
Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yet.
I like that.
He doesn't have the capital yet, but this man has grinded
Yeah.
from time. He was at every every moment at Jurassic Park. He was there for that, bro.
It's a
Like-
real fan, yeah.
This is a real super fan.
I appreciate that.
Seriously though, man. You know
appreciate
that man, bro. Nav is rich.
Yeah, that's what it's I just
mans aren't
take
rich.
off points, to be
Mans aren't
honest.
rich yet. It's not gonna take off points, but it's
Yeah.
different now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know, like he has the means to go to every game.
Definitely.
He
Yeah.
has the time to
Yeah.
go to every game.
That's true.
You gotta make the time to
Yeah,
go to every
100%,
game.
yeah.
You know, you don't have season tickets,
Not yet.
so shout out to the real fans out there
Mhm.
that
Yeah,
really
no.
show out and put in
Real
the work
shit.
for their team.
No,
Gotta respect.
I think like Yeah, shout out to Nav, right? Because we were saying this man's in the Basketball Hall of Fame.
Shout
As a
out to him.
fan.
No, seriously,
Shout
shout
out
out
to
to him though. No disrespect to him. He does a
But
lot.
I think
But-
like, I think there's like there's a next level. There's so many great fan stories out there that people just don't know about, right? Like everyone just knows like, oh, you think Raptors fan, you think, oh, Nav. There's so many great stories out there that people don't know about like how like, yo, their fandom for the Raptors has like changed their life. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, like Nav's fandom's changed his life, and it's been like, you know, marketed and monetized and all that stuff,
sure.
right?
Yeah.
But yeah, even with someone like myself, like, yo, Raptors fandom changed my life. Like, I could say right now, if the Raptors did not win the championship, I don't know what I'll be doing today. Like, I don't know how my life would look. I don't know where I'll be working. I don't know what I'll be doing. Like, that moment, like,
explain that though,
Bro.
I don't get that.
bro,
If the Raptors lost,
I don't know what I'll do. I don't know what I'll be doing.
I know, I know it wouldn't have derailed my life. You know,
It would have derailed my life.
Are you
It
serious?
wouldn't have derailed my life, but I'll still be on the same path I was back then. That moment right there put my life on a different path.
Damn.
A
Okay.
different path, bro.
Please get into that. 'Cause
Yo, so
I'm intrigued.
I'm gonna be real with you. So summer 2019, bro. Like,
Actually, wait. Give me 1 second. Yo.
yeah.
My lips are a little dry.
Y'all knew it was coming. He said it before we started filming. He's like, when y'all gonna do Birch Bees?
We about to get it jumping, guys.
Birch Bees.
That's all I'm gonna say for this one. Nah,
What's
we
going
ain't
on?
gonna say their name today. We're just gonna show it. And that's it. We coming for you guys.
When your lips get dry,
Gotta reapply.
that's it.
They need to pay me for that.
That's a bar. That's a bar.
That's actually a
bar.
bar.
It's a
Yeah.
bar.
Sorry. Continue.
Okay.
2019.
Summer 2019. So I come home from school, like done exams, and man, I'm going to like every single Jurassic Park. Like I'm talking about like I came at the end of the Orlando series where we won 4-1, right? And that one loss was like when DJ Augustine hit the game winner in game one.
Mm.
An embarrassing one where Kyle Lowry had 0 points. And I was like, oh my gosh, the world's ending. Right. And then when I come home, it's the Philly series. And obviously that series was crazy. That series was back and forth, right? Like Philly had a good team. They had Jimmy Butler. They had Ben Simmons. They had Joel Embiid. And obviously we had a 16-2. That went 7 games. I was at game 7, right? When Kawhi hit the shot. I won tickets to that game. All right. The way I won tickets to that game, that's a story in its own self. Real talk. Like, I remember because it was game 7, could have been the last game of the year.
Yeah.
Right. And it was on Mother's Day, and I remember begging so many people, like, yo, you want to call me to Jurassic Park? You want to call me to Jurassic Park? You want to come with me? Everyone's like, nah, it's raining. Like, why should I come with you? I'm like, it's the last game of the season.
Potentially.
Yeah.
And I said, listen, I promise you, if you come with me to this game, we'll win tickets. At the time, what they were doing was they were throwing T-shirts into the crowd, and one T-shirt would have tickets rolled up in it.
Jeez.
And so me being the athlete I was, I'm just grabbing these shirts, jumping over people,
Jumping
all
over
that
him, grabbing him.
right?
Yep.
I'll be leaving
I heard
games.
it. I heard it.
I'll
Thank you.
be leaving games. I'll be leaving games with like 4, 5, 6, 7 shirts, giving some to kids, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally right now at home in my closet, I have a whole section of just Raptor stuff. I have boxes of Raptor stuff.
Jeez.
Like,
I've literally seen this guy's his merch, his winnings.
yeah, it's crazy.
Bare
It's crazy.
shit.
Read it.
It's
Yeah.
actually crazy how
Yeah.
much shit he has.
Yeah, this past playoff run in Jurassic Park, I think like I caught well over $700 worth of merchandise. Yeah, so it was crazy. But
The
yeah,
man.
it's the hands, bro. I
It's
still
them
got it. I still
hands,
got it.
bro.
Retired, but I still got it. But yeah, but anyways, one person finally said yes. We go. It's raining. I remember it was raining, and I wasn't even dressed to be in the rain for 4 or 5 hours, because that's how long it is. You're standing outside for 4 or 5 hours on your feet. You can't sit anything like that. I was literally wearing a hoodie, and it was cold outside. They're throwing out T-shirts. I said, yo, it's time. It's time. We're gonna get these tickets.
Yes, sir.
Right? They're throwing out T-shirts. Catching shirts. I'm catching shirts, unrolling them. See, there's tickets. No tickets.
Dashing it.
I'm going crazy. I'm going crazy. Cause I'm like, it's
Yep,
all or nothing. 'Cause
yep.
I'm saying first I want to get into this game.
Of course.
Second of all, if I don't get into this game, I might freeze to death because it is cold right
Yeah.
now, and I'm just wearing a hoodie.
Damn.
Right, early May.
Damn.
Anyways, one more shirt left. I see them throw it. I go to catch it.
Jeez.
And I go to catch, I see another hand come right in front of me, and they catch the shirt. I said, "Oh my gosh!" And I look, it's my boy. I look, it's my boy. He caught the shirt. That came with me.
Jeez.
I said, "Let's go."
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
yeah.
Jeez.
I say, "Unroll that." I say, "Unroll that." Unroll that shirt right now.
Right now.
He unrolls it, and there's 2 tickets right there.
Oh my.
And there's 2 tickets right
I rate
there.
that.
And I said, "Let's go." And I swear to you on God, celebrating like it was Game 7 NBA Finals and we just won. I said I was like LeBron after he beat Golden State coming back down from 3-1. We were yelling everything.
Cleveland.
Yeah, Cleveland. You see what I'm saying? Anything's possible. Kevin Garnett, 2008.
Oh,
You know what I'm
man.
saying? Go into the game, box seats.
Jeez.
Yeah, box. I never been in the box before. Jane and Finch, man, never been in the box before.
Wow.
Yeah, we don't go to the box. You see what I'm
No.
saying? Like, we don't end up in those boxes.
It's a different box.
We don't end up in gondola. They call it the gondola. I learned from working at MLSC. It's called the gondola suites.
Interesting.
The gondola suites.
I always knew that as the
I
box.
thought it was
suite.
the
Yeah.
box seats,
Interesting.
bro.
It's called the gondola. So every month I'm in the box a lot nowadays. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I still call it the box. But
That's
anyways,
good, yeah.
But yeah, caught those shirts and caught the shirt, caught the tickets, whatever, got the great experience. And then yeah, and by the way, after I got to the game, all the people that said like, yo, after all the people that I begged to come into the game that rejected me, like they were like, yo, I'm so sorry, like, yo, can I come with you to the next game?
Are you
So
crazy?
I said, move from here, Bregin. I said,
Cut.
move, Bregin.
Cut.
Move. If I move. If I move, I don't want to hear that. Move. Fake. That's what people are shaking. People are fake.
Real shit.
People are fake.
Part 2.
You see what I'm saying?
Real
Part
shit.
2 right there. Part 2. You see
Real
what I'm saying?
shit.
People don't want to support you or go through the struggle with you unless they see what's in it for them. You see what I'm saying? So people didn't see what was in it for them and going and standing in the rain in Jurassic Park. I told them what was gonna happen. I said you're gonna win tickets,
Mm-hmm.
right? I spoke into existence. I manifested
sir.
it. They didn't believe me though. But once they said, "Oh my gosh, this guy actually won tickets," they said, "Oh my god, yo, can I come with you next game? Can I come with you next game?" Right? So yeah, don't shake it like that. You see what I'm saying? Don't be shaking it like that. Support
Big
people
facts.
even if you don't see how it might benefit you, because you just never know. You never know. But anyways, I'm talking a lot.
No,
No,
keep
you're
going.
not. No, you're
Talk
doing
This is
well.
why you're here, broski. This is
I'm
why
talking a
you're
lot.
here.
It's a podcast.
Yeah. So yo, now it's at the point. It's at the point now where we're in Eastern Conference Finals facing Milwaukee Bucks. I'm going to these games. I'm catching all this stuff. Mind you, I'm still playing football this time.
Oh, what the hell?
But hold up, peep this now. I'm going to the gym every day. And yo, I'm going to the gym, and normally I'm going to the gym when I'm training for football. I have football in my mind. But now I'm doing workouts. I'm saying, yo, I'm gonna be on my feet for 4 or 5 hours in Jurassic Park. Let me hit these squats.
I rate
I
it.
need to get my bunnies up a little bit. You see what I'm saying?
I
Let me see
rate
what I
it.
could do some vert. I'm working out for Jurassic Park. I'm working out for Jurassic. Suddenly, yeah.
Yep.
I got a season coming up. I'm working out for
Yes,
Jurassic
sir.
Park.
Oh, that was
I'm
great.
saying, what's going on now? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm working for Jurassic Park. It's paying off, right?
Mhm.
I'm going to Jurassic Park. I'm seeing these. We're winning games. I'm going through all these emotions. I'm meeting these people, these amazing people who I see every 2 to 3 days. Going through all these emotions with them, the highs, the lows, the happiness, the sadness, the anger,
Real
all
shit.
that stuff, right?
Damn.
And yo, I remember now we reached the finals. I remember, man, like, bro, I remember game 5. I was so tired because I said I've been going to Jurassic Park now for like a month. Like for a month
Straight.
standing in these lines,
That's long, man. Yeah.
standing in these lines for a few hours, standing in Jurassic Park for a few hours,
Mhm.
yelling, screaming, cheering, right? Getting angry, cussing, all
Mhm.
that stuff, right? I'm emotionally tired. I'm physically tired. I said, yo, I feel like I'm a part of the team. I literally feel like I'm a part of the team because I'm even training for this now. It's at that point. So now,
Yeah.
peep this now when we win, game 6, when we clinch it and we win, man, I was so happy. Like, I felt like I won too. Because like I was so emotionally invested in that
Yes,
playoff
sir.
run. It was not no fake fan business. It was a real,
No,
like, I'm
real.
invested in this. I want to see this team win, and I felt like I won a chip. And yo, peep this. I remember while everyone was celebrating downtown Toronto, I was in Jurassic Park when it was done, right? And we were all leaving Jurassic Park. Meanwhile, everyone's celebrating all around us downtown. I remember we were all kind of sad because we were like, yo, it's done. Like, I ain't gonna see you ever again. All these people
all
I
the
met.
people that you'd see all
Yeah.
the time. Yeah.
And it's like, I ain't ever gonna see you again. It's just like, damn, it's
Jeez.
just like we're shaking hands and, you know, wishing each other good luck in life and all that
Mhm.
stuff. And, you know, and then after that, I remember I left and I walked through all the madness. Went to Tim Hortons and I got a muffin. I went to Tim Hortons. I got a muffin.
That's some Canadian shit right
Yeah,
there, bro.
I went to Tim Hortons. I got a muffin. I went on the train and I went home and I slept well. But now here's the thing. Here's where it changed my life. Like I said, I felt like I was a part of the team.
Mm-hmm.
I felt the happiness. I felt like I won a championship. You see what I'm saying? I felt like I won an NBA championship. That's how happy I felt. You see what I'm saying?
Fulfilled, yeah.
What in sports is any bigger than that? That feeling. Like what in sports could rival that feeling? Nothing.
Winning the chip, nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing,
See what I'm saying?
That is what you set out to do. When
And so now, peep this. I'm entering my 5th year of university. I'm playing football. And I'm playing for like what the championship's called the Yates Cup. All right. And our team was good that year. We were projected to win the Yates Cup. But I'm saying to myself, man, I feel like I won a chip, like an NBA championship.
Yeah.
So is the Yates Cup really going to make me any happier in life? Winning that championship redefined for me happiness in sports. It redefined what it means to be happy in sports. And so for me, playing football and winning a Yates Cup and a Vanier Cup and all that stuff, none of that could rival, none of that could make me as happy as I felt winning that NBA championship. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so, yeah, bro. So, like, for me, like, winning that championship, the happiness I felt, I really had to reevaluate my life that summer after the championship and sit down and say, like, yo, do I even want to play football no more entering my 5th year? Right? Because do I want to go through one more year of, you know, beating up my body and this and that? Or do I want to try something new and take control of my life and really set myself up and try to see where I can go, entering, like, the real world?
Yes, sir.
And so that's when I decided to finally step away from football, right? And start working on the startup I have now called Persevere, right? Because I knew Persevere, covering university sports, there would be a conflict of interest if I was a university athlete covering university athletes. You see what I'm saying? If I was
I didn't even know that's the reason you fell back.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah, and so I stepped away from football and said, yo, let me do my own thing, right? Let me actually start my own startup and see what I can do with this and invest that time into something else, right? And yeah, that's how the Raptors winning the championship changed my life, bro.
That's
real.
wild, bro.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
That's pretty deep.
That's crazy.
It's deep, man.
Yeah,
like,
real
for
shit.
real. Like,
Real shit.
when I say Raptors changed my life to people, they laugh. They say, oh, that's so cute. Ha, 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 ha. No. Like,
That's a big deal, yeah.
This stuff really changed my life.
Damn.
Yeah.
And then he airballed. I was like, oh!
Yeah, because I don't want to diss Kobe. I don't know if I have him on top 5 still.
He is